Galactic Star will be the last one to lock away here at the 1900-metre mark for the UAE Derby. Set to run. Ready now. And away. Shin Forever a little slow out of the machine. Same can be said for Dragon. Away fast Admire Daytona. Flood Zone. Rafid works forward. Galactic Star the deepest at the post. Don in the Mood is going to drop in behind them from Queen Azteca. Shin Forever. Heart of Honor midfield. And Dragon drops out to last and is slightly detached from the field. 1,500 and change left to go. In the UAE Derby, it's Admire Daytona who leads Rafid a narrow margin. Into third now, Galactic Star. He's able to opt in and get some cover now, coming in as the field splits apart. It was 4 lengths to Flood Zone, the inside of Heart of Honor, who spots the lead half a dozen lengths. Shin Forever next from Don in the Mood. Then came Queen Azteca, and Dragon now trying to reattach himself here with 1,100 metres left to go. Admire Daytona the leader. He's coming clear by about a neck now to Rafid. Galactic Star gets closer. They certainly pack ranks here as they start to work off the back. Galactic Star gets closer. He's up on heels. Up into the 1-1 now, Heart of Honor. Safi Osborne's been able to improve into a nice position. Don in the Mood off around them from Dragon, who's now starting a mid-mace move also. The pace really starting to eject into the event. Then came Flood Zone from Shin Forever. And out to last now is the Norwegian in Queen Azteca. Pace on. Admire Daytona the leader. Heart of Honor in the middle of the sandwich. 3 deep and wide now was Don in the Mood, who's still trying to work into the lead here. A gap to Dragon. Then came Shin Forever. Galactic Star. Queen Azteca. Rafid drops away with Flood Zone. They come into the running. And the UAE Derby, and it's Don in the Mood who takes a narrow lead from Heart of Honor, who's trying to respond here through the middle. Admire Daytona fighting back as well. Good go here. Half furlong left to travel. Don in the Mood. Heart of Honor picking up the middle now. Heart of Honor working through with Admire Daytona. Admire Daytona stride for stride with Heart of Honor. Good go down to the line. Tight. Admire Daytona, maybe, not sure. Photo finish. That is awfully tight. Admire Daytona and Heart of Honor. Heart of Honor's thrown a lunge in late. Next over was Don in the Mood from Shin Forever. Then came Queen Azteca. Next over Dragon, followed by Flood Zone, Rafid, and Galactic Star. He's thrown a dive in, Heart of Honor. Will we be waiting for a number here? And the winner is number 1, Admire Daytona. He's gone on to win at 159.13. The margin a short head. Admire Daytona, Heart of Honor, brave. He tried his heart out. Admire Daytona victorious for Japan in the UAE Derby.
Once again, the UAE Derby goes to Japan, and it goes to Admire Daytona. On this occasion, Heart of Honor has given everything. The blinkers have really helped. He was in a much better position to challenge here, and he's, I think, been done a nose by Admire Daytona, who battled away on the inside. Heart of Honor started to come again here, but Admire Daytona, who came out of the Luxor Cafe race last time, has put his head down on the line to score. Head down there, head down far side. It is so close. It is brutal if you don't come out on top in a finish like that, where it is heads up, heads down on the line. The fact is, Heart of Honor's head was in front before and after it, but not on the line, Megan. Look, Admire Daytona has won. Heart of Honor's run a brilliant race in second. We're in some ways connected to the Osbornes. I feel so sorry for them, but we have to celebrate the winner, who was game and gutsy towards the inner. I think Heart of Honor's a touch unlucky. He's run off a true line at the end.
Yeah, he did just run off a true line there towards the line, but I mean, what a huge run. You know, that was a proper horse race, a real battle the whole way up the straight. 2 seriously admirable horses there who put everything in, and both camps should be very proud of the horses. That, you know, we've got proper contenders for the big races next year in these 2, because they stay well, they're still improving, and physically they look like they can still get better too. But I mean, Heart of Honor was a different horse with those blinkers on.
Massively.
The way he travelled
Massively, completely, and that's why he gave himself a chance. And again, he's finished well. He's just been a bit done for toe here as the race has really picked up. And Admire Daytona up the inner has got rolling now. And he looked as though I thought at this point that he was going to go and score. And it was between him and Don in the Mood. And then in the middle, Heart of Honour starts to come with the run. He's probably in front now and then just edges out to the right.